Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dewa Ayu Mandalandari. You can call me Dewa Ayu. I am from Ganesha University of Education. Today I will explain about what is different ESL versus EFL. Alright, let us start. ESL stands for English as a second language, while EFL stands for English as a foreign language. According to experts, the difference between ESL and EFL can be seen from the place where the language is learned, teacher, exposure, and opportunity to use the language. ESL is when there is a surrounding population or a native English speaker with whom the student can interact outside of a class. This means a country where English widely spoken as a native language. And EFL is when the only meaningful interaction students have in the language within the context of the class or with themselves or students. This means a country where English is not the native language, so that English is a foreign language. According to the place where the language is studied, not a country use English as second language. There are some countries that use English as foreign language. An example, in the country of Indonesia. Their parents in Indonesia will introduce their children to their mother tongue. In this case, their respective regional language which they will introduce first to be able to communicate with their parents like us in the Bali using Balinese local language, as well as other areas. When the children enter school and the student will be introduced a second language, in this case our second language is Indonesia, where Indonesia is the national language. But not all students use their second language in Indonesia. EFL refers to those who will study English is not English. Big countries are, for example, Japan, China, Indonesia, and other countries. Thus, EFL is a use non-native English language learner, where area are referred to those who study English, the country where English is used as a means of communication and is used official to refer to learners of English as a second language. For example, Canada, Zimbabwe, US, England, Malaysia, and other countries. Second is according to teacher's perspective. In the perspective of ESL and EFL teacher, they certainly have a difference. When the audience or their EFL students are aware English is not their first language, are use their official language, so that English is only used a medium of trade communication or to go to countries that do use the language. Meanwhile, there are two types of English audience, namely people who have immigrated to countries to do use English. The second is for countries that colonized English speaking. Third is according to exposure. ESL classrooms are located in a country where English is the dominant language. Here students are either newcomer or visitor, and class are usually made up of a mixed nationality. So students do not share the same native language or culture. Outside the classroom, students have a special and practical need for English and many opportunities to use it. And students have a broad daily exposure to English speaker culture, even though their understanding may be limited their language skill. While EFL classrooms are located in a country where English is not dominant language and students share the same language and culture. The teacher is probably the only native English speaker they know. Outside the classroom, students have a few opportunities to use English, and for some learning English may not provide obvious practical benefit. And students have a limited exposure to English-speaking culture, most often through and distorted less such as TV or music. And the last is opportunity to use the language. On occasion, using the ESL and EFL language used by a student or foreign are not the same, because second language English is used for people living in the English-speaking country. This opportunity can be found in the class or everyday convention. As for EFL, should say in the example from China, Indonesia, Japan, Korea, and students only have the opportunity to speak English in the class. In this because ESL students may not have many opportunities to speak English in their environment. Okay, I think that's all about the material about the different ESL versus EFL. And thank you for your attention. See you next video. Bye.